So again, this is going to be one of those videos where I just talk about my week, specifically around being a therapist. One of the highlights was that I am gonna apply today or tomorrow to my first couples center. If I haven't said already, I am an associate marriage and family therapist in California. We have 500 required hours to get our licensure to see family, couples, or children. So what most people do, if you're not at a clinic that provides that, such as mine, where I do private practice pretty much, people either work at a school to get child hours or they join a couples center to get couples hours. And there's a couple in the Bay Area that I've heard good things about. So I was like, I think I'm gonna go. I was really teetering between the two. I have worked with a few children. I haven't worked with any couples. And I heard that it's more it can be more draining as a therapist, especially in the beginning, or so I've heard. So I wasn't really sure, especially because I haven't worked with one, but it usually pays more if you see a couple. Generally, couples therapy is more expensive than individual. So I was like, maybe I'll go with it. I'll just do the center and see how it goes. I mean, hopefully I'll get in. I think if I don't get into either of the two that I'm thinking of, I might just start looking at schools, but I don't even want to think about that right now. My goal for January is to just apply to 2 of those centers. Yeah, brushing up on my resume, editing the application and stuff. So that's what I've been doing on that front. In terms of clients, I thought there would be an influx because it's January and a lot of people do New Year's resolutions and they think about starting therapy. I haven't seen any for myself. I know other therapists have. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but one of the things that I'm doing this year is tracking by week how close I am to licensure by looking at the number of hours I've completed. Right now, I'm at 1,200 and I need 3,000 hours. My goal for the year is to hit a little bit over 2,000, which is a pretty big goal based off of the pace that I'm going at right now. But it's not impossible, especially if I join a couple center, I might be able to do it. I've been tracking the number of hours, I've been tracking my revenue, and I've been tracking number of inquiries I get per client. So hopefully, maybe I'll be talking about that in here. My revenue this week is $480 and I got 1 client inquiry, and 1,200 hours is where I'm at right now. So the progress is gonna go really slowly, and I'm thinking of actually doing a little segment here where I talk about how close I am to licensure and compare that to how close I am to monetizing on YouTube. Because on YouTube, I need 4,000 watch hours in the last year. And I honestly kind of think I'm gonna meet that around the time I get my 3,000 hours. With my YouTube, I think I'm it's really close. I think I'm at 1,300 hours or something. And like I said before, I'm at 1,200 hours as a therapist. I don't know. I think it's just really funny that I have the same number of hours. I don't know, they're really close and the goals are pretty close too. Yeah, something I've been thinking about this week as a therapist is how to balance just being really in the present moment and listening to the client and just intuitively responding versus while they're talking, thinking about for me in Gestalt, it's thinking about the need cycle and where they might be and really focusing on how to respond that aligns with a potential conceptualization. It's basically balancing theory versus present moment vibes. I don't know. I think I'm still having a hard time because I have to think really hard about the conceptualization, and when I do that, it definitely pulls me out of the present moment. I always think about it. And usually what helps is if I go to my supervisor and I say this is how I'm thinking about it. Is this how you would think about a certain client? It's kind of what helps me learn, for sure. Yeah, helps me learn. Something else I'm thinking about is if I want to release half a weekend, half a Saturday to start seeing clients. Currently, I rent 2 days of the week, but sometimes clients, especially that work like full time, prefer weekends. So I'm considering that right now. Currently in SF, a rate that I could get is around $100 for half, like a Saturday morning. And so if the client pays more than $100 a month, which they will, it's worth it. So thinking about that right now. Yeah. That also means that I would only have a 6-day weekend. Although it's like, I really think that sentence scares me. But in reality, if I just have like 2 or 3 clients on Saturday, it's not like a full work day. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I can always try it out and see how it goes. I'm not too worried again because I have a lot of flexibility with my schedule in terms of like taking weeks off. So if I do start to feel burnt out, I'm hopeful that like I would feel able to take time off and yeah, travel and things like that. So generally I'm feeling less avoidant about the reality of the finances, my finances as an AMFT. I think I was really worried about burning out the first 2 years. So I sacrificed more to make sure that my mental health was okay. Now I feel like I'm like facing the fact that if I don't make a certain amount of money this year, I'm ready to probably find a separate full-time job. So I currently work part-time at an ice cream shop, and also maybe 1 day a month, 1 to 3 days a month, I work at a community center, and then I am seeing about 6-ish clients a week. Yes, so I think I feel a little bit more pushed internally to make sure I'm making enough money as a therapist, because I kind of made a promise to myself that if I don't make a certain amount by the end of the year, then I will find a full-time job someplace else and probably have clients all on the weekends. It will really push out my timeline of getting licensed. If I meet the 2,000 hours by the end of this year, I'm on track to be licensed by January 2028. Yes, I think that's why I feel a little bit more, I don't know if it's like motivated, I just feel more ready to be more active in marketing, entering a couples center, getting my child couples hours, and all of that. Yeah, I don't know. This is like my week so far. Yeah, I guess that's just how it's been going for me. And I'll check back in next week. Bye.